Well, hello, my friends. If you're returning because you've watched some of my other stories, Stories with Dove, and I am Dove, that means in Hebrew, bear, like a grizzly bear, Arr, right? So that's my name, and I like to read books. So if this is your first time, welcome. And if you're a return watcher, thank you very much. I hope that you enjoy this story. This one here is called Little Cottontail. A cottontail is a type of rabbit or a bunny, and it's because his behind has a tail and it looks like a puff of cotton. This book was written a long time ago, back in 1960, by a man by the name of Carl Memling, and the pictures, the artwork was done by Lilian Obligado. On the first page here, there's a picture of a fox. Do you see that fox's eyes? I have a lot of cats. And when cats give you those eyes, it means, don't bother me. I'm taking a nap. So I like how the artist captured the fox's eyes. He's kind of annoyed. Once, there was a little cottontail rabbit who lived in a cozy nest. Mother, said the little cottontail, when will I grow up? Oh, soon, she said. On this other page, you can see the little mice. You see the three little mice over here? They're very cute, too. But first, little cottontail, you must leave the nest. Leave the nest, he said. His little round nest was just the right size. It was soft and it was warm with a bed made of grass and tufts of fur from his mommy. It was a nice nest. A mother and a father robin peered down at him. Their babies were still too young to leave the nest also. They wondered what little cottontail would do. With a flop and a hop and a hump and a bump, little cottontail left the nest. Now am I all grown up, he asked. His mother smiled. Not yet, she said. First, little cottontail, you must learn to wash yourself. Oh, please teach me, he said. Watch closely, said the mother. And a porcupine sitting on a hollow log watched closely too. This is the way you wash yourself early in the morning. Shake your feet one at a time, then lick them clean one at a time. Scrub your face with your little front paws and scratch your ears with your big hind paws. That's a word meaning your back legs if you're an animal. And there they are doing that. There's the porcupine looking, and there's the mother showing him how to go ahead and do his cleaning. Do you lick your feet? I wouldn't recommend that. You should wash in a tub. Then fluff all your fur up and lick it clean, and you'll be bright and shining early in the morning. I can do all of that, said the little cottontail, and he did. He did just that. Didn't he do that very well? A little deer mouse whispered to her tiny children. Now am I all grown up? Asked little cottontail. Well, not quite yet, said Mother Rabbit. Do you see the mother mouse with her babies? She's down here in the bottom of the page. First, little cottontail, you must learn what big rabbits eat. Out in the meadow all summer long, they eat grass and herbs and lots of green plants. Over by the farmhouse all summer long, they eat carrots and cabbage and nice fresh fruit. All through the winter, white with snow, they eat buds and twigs and the bark of trees. These are things that big rabbits eat whenever they are hungry. Little Cottontail said, I listened closely and I think I know them. And he did. Now am I all grown up? Asked Little Cottontail. Not yet, hissed a woodchuck, popping up from his burrow. First, you must learn about foxes. A woodchuck? Do you know what a woodchuck is? Do you see him there next to the tree? There's a silly little rhyme for a woodchuck, and it says, oh, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So he, Mr. Woodchuck, asks or tells the little rabbit, you're not big until you know about foxes. What about foxes? Said Little Cottontail. Foxes like to chase rabbits, said his mother. You must learn how to tell that a fox is coming. Please, Little Cottontail, watch very closely. This is the way you twitch your nose. Snip, 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 snip. To sniff the air for the smell of a fox, she does this. And this is the way you cock your ears and raise your head and glance about to see if that bad fox is coming near. Unfortunately, I don't have big ears to show you that, so I'll just show you the picture in the book. And if the fox comes, this is the way you lay back your ears and you bound away. This is the way you hop, hop, hop as fast as you can before the fox can catch you. You dodge and you twist and you take shortcuts. You zigzag and you circle and you double back on your tracks. You lead the fox to a briar patch. You do a quick stop there and hop to the side and you freeze like a statue and the fox will run right by. And all that the fox ever does catch is a paw full of thorns in the briar patch. That's a lot to learn, said the little Cottontail, though I did listen very closely. Now let me see, what came first? Oh yes, first I must twitch my nose. So little Cottontail twitched his nose to sniff the air for the smell of a fox. Then he brought his ears back and he glanced about. So he's practicing. He's practicing what his mother showed him. Mother, cried little Cottontail, I think a fox is coming. Into the hollow log sprang the porcupine. The deer mouse scampered off swiftly with her tiny children, and down popped the woodchuck into his burrow. And Chee-Chee cried the robin as he flew away up into his nest. Little Cottontail and his mother laid back their ears and they bounded away, and the fox gave chase after them. Oh dear, thought the mother, what if little Cottontail doesn't remember all that I told him? But little Cottontail zigzagged, and he circled, and he doubled back in his tracks. And then he came to a quick stop, and he hopped to the side, and he froze like a statue, and the fox ran by, straight into the thorns of a briar patch. "Mother," said the Cottontail, gasping for breath, "now am I all grown up?" "Yes," said his mother, "now you are all grown up, my big Cottontail." Well, that's the end of this book. But here's a challenge I'm going to give you. Maybe you like to make up stories. Maybe you have other brothers and sisters, or maybe your mom and dad, or somebody who loves you. You can make a story for them about what it's like to be the fox. What do you think the fox teaches their baby foxes? Because all the animals have parents, and all of the animals teach their little ones how to do things. So what do you think the mother fox teaches her little fox about growing up and being a big fox? Thanks for listening to my story.